Hello, partners. When you and I got together last week, we learned that the man who was the driving force behind the construction of one of America's great symbols, Joseph Strauss, had created a plan that was, you get ready for this, just plain ugly. There's no kind of word to put it. In the panic, he enlisted the aid of an unknown Chicago architect whom he had read about in a magazine article. He secretly turned the project over to this young man. We'll call him Charlie. And, as if by magic, what Charlie came up with was not only a superior idea, but one that looked terrific. Everyone who saw his plans said, "Woo, that's pretty." Yes, Charlie had taken a basic public works project and turned it into a work of art. Sadly, Strauss presented most of Charlie's plans as if he, Strauss, had come up with them himself. He eventually fired Charlie and carried the project through its conclusion all by himself. But feeling that the bridge was his child, even after he was fired, Charlie kept sending revised plans to Strauss, hoping to improve the project. Strauss used those updates, but never paid Charlie for them. Charlie was never the same. He went back to Chicago and accepted a teaching job. On the wall behind the desk was a photo of his project, and he'd tell his students that he designed the thing of which he was so proud. He also told his students that his name was on a plaque at the site and the side of the project. What Charlie designed has become a symbol of America. It stands as a monument to progress and great ideas. And there was a lot of opposition to this project. Here's the reason. The big money railroads, for example, owned the ferry boats that ran back and forth across the waters of the Golden Gate. You see, it wasn't Joseph Strauss who was the real designer of the Golden Gate Bridge. It was an unknown engineer, Charles Alton Ellis. Sadly, no one, partners, Charlie's name isn't even on the bridge. But he never found that out. He never visited the bridge. He wasn't even invited to the dedication of the bridge. And so one of the greatest monuments in America, a symbol of this country, the Ionic Golden Gate Bridge, was completely designed by a guy named Charlie. Think of this. Few remember his name. Let's fix that today. Let's say his name, Charles Alton Ellis. Okay, partners, you know the drill. Look at those 3 X's up there at the right side. You'll find the great big old red one. That's the third one. You X out of that. And then, remember, come back to where we are. And then we'll finish our project. I'll tell you what else we're going to do. You know, Dennis, I can't imagine this. Every time you surprise us with some new project, we have no idea what it's going to be about. Well, other than just maybe, but it's always something that we're excited about and interested in with all our hearts. Thank you, old friend, for continually bringing us new and wonderful people to talk about our great country. Yes, a man who was all but forgotten, doesn't even have his name on the bridge. All right, that's enough. I love you. Go get 'em, Tigers!